The Texas recruiting class of 2015 once again ranked among the 10 best in women's college basketball. But those rankings are only a reflection of the players that signed, LaShawn Higgs and Jordan Hosey. If they included coaches successfully recruited, it's hard to imagine a more complete class than the one put together by Karen Aston. One headlined by the leading scorer in WNBA history, Coach Tina Thompson.
We've worked really, really hard in the last 3 years on recruiting, but this might be the best recruiting job we've done so far. I had my sights set on Tina Thompson.
We now welcome in the newest assistant for Texas, Coach Thompson. How does that sound, Coach Thompson?
That sounds a little weird. Just kind of stop it at Coach T.
When she first took the job, I'm kind of a basketball nerd, so I was like, oh my God, like, Tina Thompson is gonna be in our gym every day.
It's kind of one of those things where, like, we've all kind of watched her play on the TV before.
There's Tina. Is she gonna do it right here? Yes! She's got the record! Tina Thompson, the new queen of WNBA scoring.
Tina is a veteran. She is a rookie veteran. That's the best way to describe her. You know, this is her first year coaching in college. And so there's some things that are new to her in that aspect, but as far as knowing the game and being able to clearly express details of the game, she blows my mind. I mean, she has a wealth of knowledge.
If you set a better screen, then you're gonna be wide open. But if you set a quick, flat screen and just leave, you're not gonna be open. You gotta force them to help.
It's easy to be coached by like great players, but when you're coached by someone, you can say like, look at her records, you know what I mean? Like you can go look and see her play still. She just retired, so she's very close to us. Like she knows what it feels like to have to run lines and be frustrated at coaching. So it kind of brings our coaching staff closer to the team.
Now that she's here, it's almost like she's always been here. You know, that connection was almost instant, and she's just super relatable because she's been great at literally every level. And so when she tells you something, it's kind of hard not to listen to her.
Sean, listen to me. As soon as the ball goes over there, you jump. So if she decides to go back door, she's gonna come right into your chest. All right, you gotta go.
She'll get on to us, but she always has a smile on her face. She's fun to be around, and we have fun and practice with her.
She went like this, like Fred Flintstone start. Hey, that was good. $1 million move. $2 shot. Helen, handle's a little shaky.
As a coach, she's pretty cool. You know, she's like one of us. She likes to giggle and laugh a lot, but she also tells us what we need to improve on and what we need to work on in order to get better as a team.
It's unrealistic to think that you're going to be in the post and they're going to guard you just with one person. You have to be able to score even with somebody in your space.
The respect level that our posts had from her, just from her walking through the door, made a huge impact on our team and the way that they approach the game and even the way that they approach practice.
All right, pick up that bottom lip. it's like hanging.
She's an awesome person. I mean, I try to pick her brain anytime I can, and she really gives good feedback in practice, on the court, off the court, anytime you need her.
Just encouraging. Like she's one person that you could look to for pretty much any aspect of your life because she's kind of done it all. She was great on the court, but really the way she carries herself off the court is just inspiring.
It's great having someone that's been where we're trying to get and having all that experience and passing it down to us, all of her knowledge and everything. She's a great role model.
And we now welcome back Tina Thompson, Coach T, to the set. Coach, what does it mean to you to hear that type of response from the players and the coaches you're now working with?
It's a little overwhelming. Well, I mean, I get along great, like, with the girls, and I mean, I felt like I've built a great relationship with them so far, being that I've only been here for a short period of time, but I just didn't know that they saw me that way. You know, sometimes you just don't see yourself how other people see you, so it's very gratifying, a little overwhelming, but it makes me feel good that the things that I've experienced and I'm able to kind of relay them to them and they get it, and it's been helpful thus far. So
what's been your approach to effectively connect with the players to the degree that it looks like you have?
Well, I'm just really honest with them. You know, like I don't tell them things that I don't absolutely know to be true, and I don't feel like I'm here and they're here. You know, I conversate with them, you know, and I try to relate to them per personality and not just as basketball players. I mean, I just know that when I was a basketball player, I didn't want my coaches to see me like they saw someone else. You know, I wanted them to see me for whatever it was that I was bringing to the table. And I mean, because I feel like that's the only way that you can reach your true potential. If someone that is guiding you, they know you and you know them, and there is a relationship. So I've just tried to do my best to create relationships with them and get to know them, but also open myself up as well to allow them to get to know me.
Well, you bring up the honesty and that you shoot your players very straight. You know from your playing career what that approach means, but how rare is it to find someone in this day and age that will be honest with you?
It's really hard. I mean, it's just the generation, you know, it's a lot different, you know, in a sense that we kind of want to hear what we want to hear. In a sense, that's what our world has come to. But I think that there is a attachment to, or a feeling, or just there's a moment that you reach in when you're trying to connect with someone, when you just tell them the absolute truth. And it doesn't come from a place of malice at all. It comes from a good place.
Oh, yeah.
I'm giving you an honest answer because I know that it will help you. And when they figure it out and know that everything that I'm telling them is meant for good and not for bad, that a relationship is then created. But I also tell them, like, sometimes you're not going to like what I have to tell you, but everything that I'm going to tell you is going to help you in some way. Not instantly, but at some point. And if you believe that, then we'll all get to a better place.
What's been the best moment for you in terms of seeing your teaching being put into work and see that improvement that you're trying to get?
Growth. I think that growth is one of the best things, and sometimes just kind of like overlooked. I mean, even if it's very small progress, it's progress nonetheless. So it's very rewarding for me, especially my first time around, to just be able to see my girls like grow right before my eyes. And every single one of them has grown. I mean, it's not just me, it's just our staff in general. I mean, we've done a very good job, or I don't know, it might just be divine intervention in the sense that our personalities and what we all bring individually has come to a place where it works, you know, and we all kind of have our own special gifts. But although they are different, they work, and they work in our chemistry and helping creating a leadership that our girls can grab onto, but also believe in. And it's working thus far, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, of course you're happy. I'm always curious about the chemistry, though. I've seen that Mercedes G-Class with the custom plates, you know, just wondering how the coaching staff handles you having the nice ride, even though you're the newcomer. But we'll get into that at a different time. That's the coach, Tina Thompson. Thank you so much for joining us here on Game Plan. We appreciate it. And we have Game Plan with Coach Shaka Smart coming up Friday, 8 Central Time. Plenty of time to break down the big Monday showdown with OU.